Hi, once again, welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Sachin Singh. Basically, I'm preparing for the NEET 2026. I'm here to guide you some topics, tips for your examination. And last year, I have scored 720 out of 450 in NEET examination. But then also, I didn't prefer any college to get. But we are trying our best for this years to get a good medical college. Today, the topic we will start is reproductive health. We are going to start reproductive health. Maximally covers basically 3 to 4 questions every years. You can be sure to get a marks of 16. It's my promise with you because each and every topic I'm going to cover use with my notes and with the NCRT basis. I'm not going to out of NCRT, and if you like, basically it is a good video that I haven't made it for my sites. But what's the views? What's your things that you want to be improved? Let me to know after the class, and shall we started without wasting the time. So basically today we are going to discuss from the basics only, and we are going to do the like I can provide you the notes right now because I don't have that much of the things that I can provide you the notes. But I try my best. I can give you what I have made new notes. But then we will discuss about the concept of NCRT readings, and we will also do some short notes like for the NEET examination, because now time is for not to study everything. Now it's time to study a smart study. It's time to follow smart study. Let's start from smart studies. So we will cover this from the basics only, and this is a very important chapter for your examination point of views. And I have already mentioned from the mentioned earlier that we are going to score 16 marks confirmly, and there will be the benefit of both ones. Like if I am teaching to use all, and you are been seeing from my sides, there will be a good combination of me and yourself. How it's be possible, how that the possibles will be that it will be possible by um, I will whatever I have gained from the knowledge last from the 2 years. I will try to deliver you, and whatever you have been learned from last 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, you have to provide me also. And after that, whenever the everything will be revised oneself, and once again I will try maximum in 1 hours in 30 minutes log, approximately I will take. No enough time will I will not going to take, because it's a type of revision only. I will just try to give you some example and explain you, so that you will be comfort from yourself, and you will get a proper benefits and proper motivation from your side also. जब तक फोड़ेंगे नहीं तब तक छोड़ेंगे नहीं, that's the things we are going to use in this criteria, because at the last our motto is only to get the medical college, and not the medical college, we have to get a government medical college. So for one, we have to secure only one seat, and seats we have to fight it for one seat only. I don't know, we don't want enough seats for us, we don't only want a one seat, so we are going to fight for the one seat only. So that's the things in the motto. जब तक छोड़ेंगे नहीं तब तक, that is what, जब तक पढ़ेंगे नहीं तब तक छोड़ेंगे नहीं, that's the things we are going to start. And let's begin. We have to be a jiddi, jiddi, and that means that means whenever you ask somebody to give you something na, you have to deliver something bigger. When somebody give you something, you have to try to give some more something than that. So that's the motto. We are going to start from that, and let's begin. Enough, we have been taking enough time. If you like this, if you watching these sessions, please let me to know after the class, and shall we start? Okay. Now, first we are just moving upon the topics and just begin. Now, what do you mean by reproductive health? What do you mean? What do you mean? Reproductive health means what? Reproductive reproductive health organ with the normal functions means what? normally functionally means it means WHO, W Health Organizations that tell us about the total well-beings or in all aspect of reproduction like social, emotional, behavior, and social. One thing is very important to understand this in that when you be in the perfect, when you be in the physically, you will, when you be emotionally, when you be behaviorally and socially, you might be a what? You might be things that I am a perfect, and whenever these things will be not happen in your side, that's not been you to think that I'm a perfect, because the person who is suffering from any ills, suffering from any diseases, it's not been that he's not well been a good, but at the last state, whenever you didn't have any type of diseases onto your bodies, but then also you don't think that you are a well filled, but at the last, whenever you have a four accepts on your sides, that social, emotional, behavior, and physical, emotional, behavior, and social, that means you are totally fit in four accepts. And according to the WHO, World Health Organization, this is a very basic things that you have to need in your life, and that's the things, it's very very important. After that, we are going to discuss about India in 1957 family planning program, that is called FPP, that is Family Planning Program. Indian was the first country that introduced the reproductive child healthcare, that is called RCH, in important program. It is an what improvement program in called RCH, called Reproductive and Child Healthcare Program. And according to the World Health Organization, that reproductive means a total well-being. So we have already discussed about, and that's the things in 1951. The family planning program has been came and predominantly associated with the past of what past is and nearly of 10 years, nearly 10 years. But in important accepts that the reproductive child health care program has been introduced by the government in the use area. After that, there is a what? There is a that is a research, that is CHILA, that is CDRI, Central Drug Research Institute. It is located in where? Lucknow. In the questions, they will give you multiple options, but you have to just focus on the topics whatever I have been discussing. That is CDI, Central Drug Research Institute of Lucknow. It is basically in India, and it is been in Uttar Pradesh. There is a four accept we there is a four accept that first we have a research Sahela, that is CDRA, Center Drug Research Institute of Lucknow. First we have a sex educations, informations, fertilizer group, age groups. So this the things is very important. When the reproductive child healthcare program has been launched by the government, there is a very huge morphological instruments has been kept, because how it will be focused, how the government will be take the career upon these things, and everything will be focused about the government only. After that, the sex education, what when we that is very basically when the student have a basics idea about these things, that what are the intercourse between the between when we have to take this intercourse with someone else. So this things is very important at the beginning and in the last, and we just have to teach in the school or the college only. After that, we have a information like reproductive organs, adolescent change, safe hygienic sex relation, STD, sexual transmitted diseases, AIDS, constitutive birth control. These things is very important at that time also. After that, we have a that is hospital delivery. In the year like that, in past 10 years, before 10 years, sorry, there is a things that there is a called there is a when the baby has in the pregnancy in 9 months, after the before delivery, there is a dye, in Hindi. I just using dye used to take the delivery at their home only, but that was been not safe for the both at the mother also, at the for the child also, that was not enough safe. So there is a for RCS, we introduced that the government has introduced for use of radios, print media, government, non-government agencies, relative, teachers, friend, and everything to fill up their educations to all over the countries, and that's the things was been happened at a time also. After that, the main role was been parents, friend, and that will was been relatives. This was been very common role for the sex educations. Problem due to the population explosion, poverty was been under unemployment, sex what guidance, sex crime, and social evils was been also found at that time also. After that, the abolition of safe menopause problem, infertility, statinly ban innovations, because stationally ban amino synthesis is why, because after whenever they used to go to the doctor and they directly do the ultrasound. After the ultrasound, they used to find whether there is a boy or girl, so that was things to be banned by the government also, and that's the government has been banned. After that, that we have a what, we have a factor of what, factor of for the population growth, like we have a birth rates, mortality rate rates, number of the people's reproductive age groups. Then we have a what, then traditional mortality rate, that is mmr, in infinite mortality rate, that is called imr. Then we have a immigration, that is called immigration, is internally for the population increase, that is called population is increased. So after that, we have a lots of things will be founded in this thing, this overall. So after that, we have a what, population explosion due to what, due to in intra inflammatory rates, that is called what, that is mmr, the that is maternal mortality rate, that is called mmr. After that, in 2000s and 2011, we know that there is a census every 10 years, there is a census report which has been given. And after that, there is a what, there is a what, we have a IMM, what we have a declarations of IMR, what we have a declaration of MMR, what is the declaration of death rates, what is the increase in number of the reproductive childhood. In 19, world population and India population was been amount. In 19 there was a 2 billion, like that 2000 millions in world populations. In 2000 there was a 6 billion. After 2011 there was a 7.2 billions. And in Indian population, there was in 1947 there was 3,500 millions. After the 2000 there was a 1 billion above, it was been crossing over. And after 2011 there was a 1.2 billion. You can exploratory things that in the world there is a ratio that is given in sixth or fourth people was been Indian at the this stage. And we think that the population is very incorruptible and it is very vast, because when you think with the populations will be grows, there is a very vast things will be happen. There will be a vast of unemployment, poverty will be come, no shelter, no clothes, no foods, nothing will be found, because lots of populations will be haved. And now also there is a huge population in India. So there is 1.2 billion species. After that, approximately 20 new peoples will be bound in thousands years per, matlab 20 new peoples in thousands years, matlab that's the things. The population growth rate is 2% approximately. After that, we have a step taken by the overpopulations. Up to basically we have to take the step whenever you think that your educations, your things is not going in your point of views, then you think that no, I just have to take a proper things to do, and whatever things will be happen in my point of views. That's the thing, that educations must for the future plannings, that is insensitive in relation people of small families, that is called, these things was been happened. And first things was been like educations, and first must for education is first what, education versus what slogan, that is expulsion, hum do hamare do, one child is very, hum do hamare do means we choose our twos. So that's the things. And मस्ट बिन अराइज बाय द मैरिजेबल एज, द बॉयज एज ऑफ द मैरिज. फिर इसमें क्या हुआ कि नहीं, हमको क्या करना है कि हाँ बॉयज़ को एज एक मेंटेनेशन करना है. आफ्टर डैट कि हाँ कि बॉयज़ का एज फिक्स रहेगा कि आफ्टर 21 ईयर ओनली यू कैन गेट द मैरिज, एंड द गर्ल्स एज विल बी 18 years only you can get the marriage. Then we have a future planning, that's a family planning the contraceptive uses like condoms, this use it, because at the last we have to just whenever you to go to the government hospital, you see there is a packet has been kept it inside or outside, I don't know, but that's the things. There is a putted of condoms at their sites also, because the family has to be tailored, because these things is very dangerous, and this action should be taken. After that, this is called amino-scientist. Amino-scientist में क्या होता है कि amino-scientist क्या होता है, that's the things. And in 14 to 18 week of the pregnancy. This when you see like 14 to 18, that is called 14 to 18 year week of the pregnancy, the amniocentive fluid takes as an analyzed fetal cells called some dissolved salt soluble, that we can say that the mutate of the females, fixed-style, hence statutorily ban, because they used to kill the girls when they knows when the amniocentesis they found after the alters amniocentesis fluid, fetal cells, distribution cells, and XXY and XY chromosome will found in the testosterone, that is called STD, sexually stroll hormonal androgen syndrome, and it's called heminophilialia. This is called, so this is the thing called being amniocentesis is very dangerous. Now we are going to just study about the NCRT. So NCRT tells us about, you have been learn about human reproduction system and it is in the functioning chapter 3. Now let us discuss a close related topic of reproductive health. What do you understand by this term? This term simply refers to reproductive organ with normal functions. However, it has a borders representatives and includes a emotional and social aspect of reproductions also. According to the World Health Organization (WHO), reproductive health means a total well-being in all aspects of reproduction, like physical, emotional, behavior, and social. Therefore, a society with a people having a physical and functionally normal reproductive organs and emotional behavior and interactions among them in all sex related aspects might be called a reproductive health. Why is it significant to maintain reproductive health and what are the methods takes up to achieve? Let us understand and examine this. That is reproductive health problems and strategies. India was among the first country in the world to be institutes action plan and program at the national level to attain total reproductive health as a social goal. क्या हुआ कि इन्होंने क्या बोला कि एक सोशल गोल को, मतलब एक सोशल गोल को लेकर चलते हैं और रिप्रोडक्टिव हेल्थ को, और हम लोग क्या करते हैं एक सोशल गोल बनाकर चले, क्योंकि इसमें सभी को पार्टिसिपेट करना है, इन्होंने सभी को थिंक रहना, सो दैट्स द थिंग्स वाज बीन हैपेंड in the all accept. After that, there is in the action of total reproductive health as a social goals. This program called the family planning program. It was been introduced in the year of 1951. This is very important. The PYQ has been asked in 2016. This the PYQ was been asked. When was the family planning program when was the family planning program was being introduced in 1951. and were been probably assessed over the past decades. Decades means the 10 years. Decades you means that is 10 years. After 10 years, decade it means 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, decades to decades, you know, decades to decades. So that's the improvement of program covering of what? Covering of winders, that is called reproductive relative area are been currently in operations under the reproductive name called reproductive and child health care, that is called RCH program, creating awareness among the peoples about various reproduction related aspects and providing facility or support on building up a reproductive healthy society are the measures taken under these programs. With the help of audio visual, print media and non-government agencies has been taken a various step to create awareness among the people about reproductions related aspects. Parents, close relatives, teachers and friends also have a major role for the determinations of all above informations. Introduction of sex education in school should also be encouraged to provide a right information to your youngers so that the discourage children for the delivery to might and having the misconception about sex related aspects. A proper information about reproductive organ, adolescence and related to change safe hygienic sex practice, sexual transmitted diseases, ads, etc. It could help to people to especially those in the abstinential age group led to reproductive health like education people, especially in fertile couples and those the marriageable age group about the available birth control period. Option are the parent mothers, postnatals mothers and child impact, breastfeedings, equal opportunity for the male and the female's child, those who could address the importance building of the society and conserve healthy family for desired size. Awareness of problem due to the uncontrolled population growth. A social evil like sex abuse and sex related crimes need to be create enable people to think and takes a necessary step to preserve them in really build upon a socially responsible for the healthy society. This thing is very important. In this in this whole paragraph, nothing is important. It's very important that one thing is very important. You have to give the equal opportunity to girls and boys, because I have seen in the village areas that the peoples used to give opportunity to their sons, but no opportunity to given due to their daughters. But this is very wrong. I think at the this now also in this 19th century, sorry, 21st century, I'm sorry, this 21st century, I'm really sorry, 21st century. Now the people are thinking about these things. This is not absolutely right, but you have to just know about the things that the peoples have to give accepts of everything's rights to the girls also, because I totally believe, I surely believe that the everything will be can done by the girl, because they have also capacities, they have also the work powers to do each and every things that the boy can do. But that the things is very important, that we have to awareness about very related accepts like crime abused. We know we have to teach the students about their sex related accepts, sexual intercourse. Everything will be available in this with the help of what audio visual media, print media. These things will be happen in the days. After that we have a what concentrations. Conservation is a very method used by the preserve unwanted pregnancy. When you go to intersex between your partners, you don't able to use the things that been used, that is like the devices, anti method devices used to be preserve unwanted pregnancy, because you know that the it's a very things, it is very important to you to use ideal conceptive period, that is called that is called AE. Note it down. AETOURC. A means होता है available in easily. That is when you find these things in anywhere, like if you go to the market, you find anywhere condoms. Effective, because when there will be no effective, nothing, no will be found, no will be asked you, or no will be buy you. When you go to the market, when you see the cheaper things, you should know this is my thing, I will buy it. When you see the higher price, you might be not things to buy it. But now there's the problem to the governments, that we have to keep the cheaper also available easily to anywhere. It will be cheaper. No interference with the sex act or desires. फिर भी एज ओ जीरो साइड इफेक्ट ऑलमोस्ट, मतलब लगभग वी शुड थिंक्स दैट जीरो साइड इफेक्ट विल बी हैपन, बिकॉज व्हेन देयर विल बी साइड इफेक्ट नथिंग, नो person will be used. These things also been mattered. After that we have a user friendly will be also user friendly, easy to use, because when there is everything that available easywhere, if that is called effective. No interaction between sex act devices, zero side effect, user friendly, because there is a user friendly, fit, desirable and cheaper. So these things will be happening. AEIOUC. These things is very important. You have to just remember, and you can note it down. You can just pause the video and you can write. If you want to more explanation in more views, you can let me to know in the comment section. So starting contraception. Contraception is the temporary and permanent. Temporary is the natural and artificial method, like we just discussed. Like for temporary was what natural method and artificial. Natural method is a no medicine used device, so no side effect, but there is no side effect. Naturally avoid meetings for egg to sperm. When you meet to the those one egg to sperm, that will be high failures to rate, they will found. Three method will be found. We will discussed. But now we have discussed artificial system. Artificial method is a barriers, intrauterine device, pills, injections and implants. फिर we have a Paraments. Parament is a vasectomy and tubertomy. Vasectomy is a male and tiscotomy is a female. Vasectomy in the permitted by the males and tubertomy is visible by the females. So we have a three states that is called periodic of efficiency, rhythms, chlamydia and method, that is safe period, that is avoid contribution during 10 to 17 day of menstrual cycle. Matlab when there is a menstrual cycle will be happening 10 to 17 days, we just thinks that there will be no sexual intercourse between the partner, because there is a chance to abuse a baby at that time. You can get the baby in a pregnancy at that time, I'm sorry, you can get the pregnancy at that time. When ovulation exposed, fertilization change higher, because when the 11th days or the 14 days or 70 days the ovulation is in higher, मतलब एक peak में होता है, so that's called fertilization period will onset. In this there is a very unsafe fertilization will happen, and this is called unsafe period fertilite. This is called unsafe fertilite. फिर we have a second that is called costus interpicus, that is called in male without penis, got in for insularity with vagina to avoid inseminations, because when there is a no there is a no penis, when there is a no sperm will found, there will be no to avoid this insemination into the females. After that we have a lactational aminonia, that is called changes of what breastfeeding, absence of maturations and want to nil letting that is called lactating mothers, releasing hormones called hypothelium, first protellation anti-platelation called secretion of milk lactose in support of GnRIs, FHS, LHS, no fostile develop, no maturation cycle, no ovulation will occur. Because you thinks when you think that people's breastfeeding is very important for the born child. When the 6 month is very important, you have to just give the mother milk, because it's very important, because these things will be give you the baby nutriment, everything that they want for their growth, everything they will fulfill by the mother milks. After the 6 month you can't be giving some water, some pulses waters, and these things will be safe. But at the first beginning after the birth, just you have to give the mother milk. Breastfeeding is very important in the at that time. After that we have a called a insensitive lactational following, that is called no ovulations, no maturations, no fertilization can be occurred, second effective only up to maximum 6 months for the delivery. So this is things will be happen in insenses. After that we have a called a barrier method. Method is called as a barrier used to preserve a device. A barrier device used called that is sperm to egg or worm to the physicals. That is, we can say that acquisition semen not to enter to the male reproductive tract, female reproductive cell, female reproductive, so that the capsule, physical method occupations. So these things will be happen at the barrier method. Physical barrier, chemical barrier. Physical barrier are those that the condoms, that is called that is veneal caps, digorum film valence. In condoms, covering of penis, because when you cover the penis, the sperm will be absorbed vagina and females just before the acutus when you intercourse between them, and just you have to wear the condoms and in the penis, and that it will be cover the penis, and that the vagina will be not the penis will be not exudated the sperm, and after that it will it is a disabled, and it is thin doubled and tackled, and it will be protect against to SITs, sexual transmitted diseases. Fin, we have a several capal diaphragms ventral, that is only for the females. It is reusable rubber convex sense. It is block sperm into the to enter the agents to in SITS. So this is called in the chemical barriers. The chemical barriers is a sporomedical screen jellies for the use within the physical barrier to increase the constitutive ingenuity. So now we have a intrauterine constitutive device, that is called IUCDs, inserting into uterus throughout the vagina, vagina, export notes can be exerted, because when you are being export of doctors, that you can only export because you there is a very high chance to failure on that time. So just you have to consult with the doctors and export notes that they can be injected into your vagina. That is called intrauterine device, called IUCD, intrauterine consultative device. One of the most widely accepted mothers method in India, because this method is very accepted in India. Ideal concept daily pregnancy space for the child. And after that, we have a three types. We have a non medicated Q related ICUD and hormone releasing third generation. First medicated in the first generation is called Keppel loops, progesterone of sperm into uterus. We have a resisting ICD second generation, that is Cutus 7, Cutus 7 multi 375. Huous ion suffered mortality, infertility, or the capillary sperms. So we have a hormones releasing third generation 11 form, that is called for level of progesterone, that is 20, and progesterone, that is made by the cervix, hostile, and sperm thickened formed by the nucleus, make the uterus unstable for the inseminations. Now we have a hormonal ICD. Hormonal ICD is a what LNG 20 progesterone. Only the progesterone is 3x mucus thick sternal sperm to retained to sperm entries, sperm GnRH, FHS, LHS, fossil non-fossil development, estrogen, prostrogens, endometrium thin, inhibit emulsion, make uterus for the impotent, no ovulation. This will be happening hormonal IUD. So that the first packet thinner first 5 days design, take one tablet daily in 21 days, because when there is a tablet, you haven't seen the tablet, there is a tablet of rounding, that is 6 I think so 24 tablet will be happen. And the 24 tablet we have to just take one tablet per 21 days, एक tablet ले लिए तो 21 days के बाद फिर से लेना है. After that a gap of 7 days during which the menstrual cycle will occur. Start will be packed till the work is concentration, like packets like packet stop, and next menstruation 30s, next packet will be after 2 to 3 days. So this is called as stational packet with a fast 5 days design relations. After that we have a things, everything like the diaphragm, vaginals, creons, condoms. These things we have been since. After that we have a cellula. Cellula is a known as developed cellula is a developed in the CDI, that is called Central Drug Research Institute of Lucknow. Central Drug Research Institute, very few side effect. It is a very side effect, highly effective होता है, और once week in called a पिलाई. Continuous estrogen oscillations होता है, and that is block estrogen to receptor on uterus होता है, और no thick relations will be found in the estrogen and progesterone exhibit the for inseminations. मतलब when you see that the cell out of the anxiety, we just go because something is an anxiety, because you have to just understand from out of anxiety something. This is called the concept called continuous called the orophthalmine, and it is block the estrogen receptor for the uterus, and it is a non-thickening for the endometrial progesterone in exhibit the insemination. And this PYQ has been come in last 2 years, and this is very important. This is very important. Now we will discuss about the injections and implants. Injectable is in 2 to 3 months, and in implants means effective of 5 years, and 6 silicone tubules device inseminated under the skin, tubing like this is thread like structure will be found. Only progesterone estrogen plus progesterone combines made of axons, similar steroid, longer effective period. This is called longer period effective. After that we are the most important step of covering this problem. The most important step to covering this problem is to be motivate small family by using various conceptive method. You might have been seen advertisement in the media as well as the poster, bills, etc., showing a happy couple showing a happy couples with a two child with a slogan "Hum do hamare do, we two our twos." Many couples, mostly in the young urban working ones, have even have 18 years, and that is 18 years males and 21 years 18 years males and 18 females is 18 years, female is 18 year and 21 year for what males. And insemination gives the problem. Let us describe some of the common uses of conservative method will help you to preserve unwanted pregnancy. In ideal conservative should be used user friendly, easily available, effective and usable with non least side effect. It also should in non way to infect with the sexual device desires or the sexual act. For the uses a wide range of conservative method and respectively available, which the could be broadly grouped into the following categories: mainly neutral, traditional, burial, ICD, oral contraceptive, ejectory, insemination, surgical method. Now we have just things to natural method, working on the principle avoiding the chances to ovum to sperm meeting. Reproductive evidences in the one which is method in which the couple should be absent from the outers day, that is 15 10 to 17. I just have been discussed in the letters. The menstrual cycle, when the ovulation could be expected in a chance of the fertilizations very high during the period, it is called a fertile period. Therefore, by the abusing of the cutus during the period on constipation, it is preserved by withdrawal cutus inception. In another method, it used by the male parent withdraw the penis from the vagina, just affording ejaculation so that as avoid insemination. And lactational amniocentesis absent by the menstruation method is based on the fact ovulations, and therefore the cycles do not occur during the period of intensive lactation following pituations. Therefore, as long as a mother's breastfeeding is good, a child fueled chance of constipation almost in nil. However, this method has been reported to be affected only upon a maximum period of 6 months following by the pituation. As a medicine or devices when used, those the method side effect is almost nil. Chance of failures throughout of the method are also high. A barrier method, ovum and sperm are being preserved for the physical meeting with the help of barriers. Such a method are being available in the both male and the female kingdoms. Are the barriers of made in the thin rubber latex sets that are being used for the covering of penis in the male and vagina is the cervix for the female just before the cutus, so that the exudative semen could not be entered into the female reproductive tract. This can be preserved constipation not in the population nor is a popular brand of condom for the males used for the condoms, increasing the recent years due to the additional benefit for the processing of the user of constituting STI and AIDS. Both male and female condoms are being disable, can be self-inserted and therefore given the privacy to user diaphragm, cervical caps and uterus. To also the barrier made by the rubber that is inserted into the female reproductive tract over the cervix during the during the cutus. The preservative cutus of the blocking the entry sperm into the vagina or cervix, they have been soluble and sperm semi-permeable creams, jellies and sperm usually along with barrier increase the conceptive efficiency. Another effective population method of use by the intrauterine device called IUSDs. Device is inserted by the doctor and expert nurse in the uterus through the vagina. This uterine device delivered at a partially available in the non-medical IUSD loops, copper relating ICD, CU27 molecule loads 375 and hormones relating IUSD processed LNG20. ICD increase the peristaltic sperm within the uterus and Cu ion release the process sperm motility and fertility capacity for the sperm. The hormone release ICD in addition making the uterus unstable for the insemination and the cervix hostile to the sperm. ICD is the ideal constitutive for the female who want to deliver the pregnancy and or delay the pregnancy or the baby's child. It is one of the most widely accepted method in conservative in the India. Oral administrations of a small dose enter progesterone. For progesterone, estradiol combines in the another conservative method used by the female. They are used in the pair of tablet, hence this population called the pillars. Pillai had to be taken daily for the 25 days starting performing with the first 5 days menstrual cycle. After the gap of the 7 day during which the menstruation occurred, it has to be repeated in the same pattern till the female decides to be a preserved conception. They invalidate the ovulation and insemination as well as after the quality and vertical mucus preserved and refrigerated entered to sperm. Pili are the very effective with the least side effect and as well as accepted in the female. Cellular is a new concept for the female and contain non-thyroid separation. It is one of the weak pili with very few side effects with a high conservative value. Progesterones alone with a combination with the estrogen can also used by the female ejaculations and sent under the skin. There is a made by the action similarity to that of pili, and there is effective method are such along. Administrations progesterones are the progesterone and estrogen combines isolated in 72 hours, and actors has to be found to be a very effective in emergency consultations as they could be used while probable pregnancy due to the trap or casual unprotested intercourses. Sexual method is called sterilizations are being generally advised for the male and female partner for the terminal method and preserve any more pregnancy surgical insemination block semit transport thirdly preserve constipation sterilization procedures in the male called vasectomy, and this is female tubotomy, and vasectomy is a small part of the vas deferens removed by the tip upon the small inclusion scrotum, and where the tubotomy is a small part of fallopian tubes removed. This tied upon inclusions of abdomen throughout the vagina. This technique is highly effective, but this is available in a very poor. It needs to be inseminated to the selections of unstable constitutive method, and it used to be always undertake a continuous with a quantity medical professionals. One must also be remembered that the constitutive are not regular requirement for the maintenance for the reproductive health. In fact, there are the practice against a natural reproductive event conception pregnancy. Once are forced to use this method, they enter into preserved pregnancies to declare to sperm pregnancy due to the personal reasons. Not doubt the instrument used for the method has a significant role for checking uncontrolled growth population. However, this problem tails effect like mucus, abdominal pain, breaking throughout the bleeding, irregular menstrual bleeding, even to breast cancer throughout not vaginal significance should not be totally ignored. So these things was been very important, and that we have been discussed now. After that, we will do some we will do some PYQs, like I will tell from the mouth only, and just I will give the answer because I don't have that much of source to give you in the videos sources. I'm really sorry for that. I can't provide it because I don't have that much of enough sources to do. I have totally believed that I have give my best to deliver, but if you think that anything is wrong in this video, let me to know in the comment sections that I can make this better for the next videos, and I can improve myself because I am not a god, I am not anything, I'm not a teacher, I'm just a student who have been learning on the stage. And I hope you will give my you will give you bless you all people will give me a blessings to move, and you will support you all support me for this. And after that I just start some PYQs, and I hope you will enjoy it in PYQs, and this is very important PYQs that I have been asked until now. National level approach is built upon to reproductive healthy society was taken in the year of country, that is was 1951. Just we have been discussing the family planning program. After that, the best way of decrease population of the country is what is the best degree the to participate in the insemination family planning. So just we have to do we have to use the condoms, we have to use the we have to just educate the peoples, we have to just participate in these things, and thus we can improve the growth, we can just decrease the populations of our country. After that, we have a called Indian population grew 350 millions to the billion to the billion of 2000. It is mainly due to the what is mainly declaration of MMR and IMR, and increase the number of group in what reproductive age. So these things is very important. Like we can say that rapid increases of IMR and MMR, and increasing in number of what people of reproductive age. This is our main reasons was been explored. After the I wish a way of encourage a small family by rising marriageable age. The marriageable is what the female is 18 and male is 21. So these things is very important. And after that, what is the stage encourage the marriageable age group of the female is what 18, and the marriageable age group of the male is 21. Which of the following is describe the measures that could be used to control over population, that is education to the peoples, rise of the marriageable age, encourage the family planning program. This is things is very important to the control the world populations. After that we have a things, and we will discuss in later on, and we will continue this class for tomorrow's, because I think when I take a long classes you might be bored. And tomorrow I will start MTP, that is called medical transmission progeny, called MTP, and I will start from tomorrow, and we will start transmitted in sexual transmitted infections of STIs. We will start from tomorrow, infertility, and then there is a no topic, and we will discuss summary also, because this is thing is very important, and we try to discuss some things, and we will try to discuss some more important quizzes form also. And I will give you, I try my best, because if I do to you, and I have tried my best. I have, if there is any wrong in my video, I'm really sorry, because I just think that in one thing, one PYQs I will try to give you. In 2023 the PYQ has been asked. Some PYQ I will discuss. I just in my mind has been came, but that's the things. One PYQ has been 1 to 3 PYQ I will going to tell you. Just give a 1 minute, just a 1 minute, just a 1 minute. In NEET 2000s, I think 20 COVID type, that was been asked the questions that progesterones alone or in a combinations with estrogene can be used to concepted in the form of what, pills and injections of what, implants. So these things was been asked in this question was been asked in COVID. Next question was been asked: which of the following contraceptive method to do involves the role of hormones? Into NEET 2019 was been asked. That was been lateral pili emergency in contraceptive. It is called in constitutive. In 2018 this was been asked as block of the constitutive of cellula is what, for what they will be used. That is block of estrogen receptor to uterus, preserving eggs from the getting of implants. So this was been asked in 2018, and some out of question was been also asked in 2018. The function of copper ions, copper lit iod was support of sperm motility and fertility capacities of sperm. That was been asked in 2017. Which of the following increase the regarding viscotomy, that is called insoluble sterility? Which of the following is called IST, that is called LNG20? LNG20. Astrotomy is surgical remove by the what, uterus. Which of the following hormone release the uterine device, that is called LNG20? That has been repeated. Sorry. The in 2023 recent, I'm giving a 2 minutes. In recent 2023, 23, the question was been asked कि which one of the following common sexual transmitted diseases is completely curable when determined early intermediate proper, that is called ganohirone. That is called ganohirone. After that, we have a in 2023 only, that is the SSN reason. Given below are the two statement level rebel SSN 1 and rebel SSN 2. Reason are immunoscientists of a sex determinations is a one of the strategy for the reproductive and child health care program. No, that was not strategies. Ban of immunoscientists check the increasing the mentions of female fructose. True hota, it is a very true, because the immunoscientists was been used it for to increase to strengthen the female fructose. So that's what we think, and A is a false, but R is a true. In 2024 there was a things was been asked, that is called which of the following is not a natural traditional contraceptive method, that was we call lactational immunoscientist, coitus intrapuctus, and periodic immunoscientist, assistoscientist. This was been called into access was been in 2024 examinations. And 24 examinations. We have one more in 2024 was been asked non-method non-medicated IUD, copper releasing IUD, and hormones releasing IUD, and implants. And non medical IUD was been what, lobes of loop, Copper lucidity was been multi loads 375s, hormone releasing sites was LNG20, and implants will be progesterone. These things was been asked in 2024 examinations. I hope you have been like this video. I hope you don't forget to subscribe my channel. I hope you will support me. I am really sorry if you've heard it from this video. If you think that this video is totally that I didn't get any benefit, but you get any benefit from this video, let me to know in the comment sections. I will definitely try to give you the answers. And if there is any doubt in this video, let me to know in the comment section. I try to give you the answers, because you think that I'm a not teacher, I can't able to explain in proper way, but then also I will try my best to give you 100% expressions. From tomorrow I will start from the from what from tomorrow I will start from MTS and STIs, and that is called infertility. Three topics has been left it for tomorrow's. I will try to give you tomorrow part 2's videos. If you like this video, if you thinks that I get benefit from this video, let me to know in the comment sections, and definitely I will give you the answers. And if there is any doubt, you can put it in the comment section, that also I will give the answer. Thank you, have a nice day, and I hope you will give me the support. And that's for this. Thank you, and have a nice day. Goodbye, and have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.